Honorable, respectable brothers in humanity. Today I'm going to ask you a question. It may sound very harsh because we are going to discuss harsh realities of life. How can you be an atheist? How can you be an atheist? That is my question. And I'm not asking this question to ordinary people. In fact, I'm asking this question to a man who is existing and living in space age and computer age. Mind it, because this is what I want to realize, because I'm not talking to ordinary people. Knowledgeable people actually are my concern. I'm posing this question because I believe that a man living in a universe benefiting from the blessing of Almighty Allah, immeasurable blessings Almighty Allah has given you, and you have been benefiting every moment from them. But very unfortunately, very sadly, you deny the existence of Lord Almighty. That is my concern. And why these misconceptions actually develop? In fact, the man proclaims to be very civilized, but very unfortunately, very sadly, he actually practically proves himself to be uncivilized. When I say uncivilized, it means that he refuses, because he denies the very existence of Almighty Allah. Not only he denies, but besides, he utilizes immeasurable blessings of Almighty Allah, which are very vital for the life of the man, and they are made indispensable for the existence of man. My dear brothers and sisters, mind it, when I say indispensable, it means that man must benefit from them. Man has to benefit from them, because man is duty bound. Almighty Allah has blessed the man to benefit and indulge in all these blessings of Almighty Allah, and in return Almighty Allah only expect you to embrace the Islamic teachings and the faith of Islam. Submit yourself to Almighty Allah as your Lord, as your cherisher, as your provider, and then gratefully you live the rest of your life. This is what Almighty Allah expects from you. And I will mention all those blessings, not all, but because they are immeasurable, but I will mention some of the very vital which man actually has been utilizing, man has been benefiting, and yet ungratefully he proclaims to be an atheist. He actually has developed this misconception and misunderstanding. Deliberately, obstinately, Almighty Allah's blessings are very vital, very indispensable for you. I am repeating and I will repeat them so to make you realize that what sin you have been committing. Because we are living in a world of conflicts and contradictions. Almighty Allah has created truth and falsehood. So that's why the life actually is designed by Almighty Allah, and we have to live in a world where contradictions and conflicts are very much essential part of our life. And we have to go through, and we will have to go on in an evolutionary manner. We are living in a world, we are living a life in an evolutionary world. Living in evolutionary world and then denying the creator and the cherisher, that is absolute stupidity, I must say. I apologize to be harsh sometime, but unfortunately this is the misery we have been facing, because today we are observing there is no peace, no security, and man yet is claiming to be civilized. But how can he be? How can a man be civilized when he manufactures more bullets and more weapons than human heads? How can he be a civilized person when he develops or invent atomic bomb to kill his fellow beings on massive scale? How can he be civilized? Not at all. If he is civilized, then why the humanity as a whole is suffering from all the miseries existing in this world? This is what we have to consider. First of all, you just remember that Almighty Allah has made you His vicegerent. Do you know the meaning of vicegerent? Do you remember and do you recognize and identify what vicegerent of Almighty Allah can be? Can you develop the real knowledge and real understanding of that? Almighty Allah made you His vicegerent, and He blessed you with powers and authorities and forces and immeasurable blessing, so that you may live on the face of the earth and dominate and try to implement Almighty Allah's constitution, Almighty Allah's religion. This is the duty Almighty Allah actually assigned to us, but we are very much neglectful and very much ignorant to that. We are actually living a life of ignorance, absolute ignorance. But this is what I'm going to prove. Now you have to listen. Today man actually is very proud to have knowledge, have scientific knowledge, has space knowledge and the modern technologies, knowledge of modern technologies, and he feels proud for that. But why? This is what actually he is doing is designed by Almighty Allah. Almighty Allah, the Lord Almighty Allah, actually He formulated the plan for us to live a life like this. He wanted to have the knowledge of all the creations of Almighty Allah, and this is what I have been doing. Almighty Allah blessed us with curiosity and intellect. So with this curiosity, we have been probing into things existing across the globe or in the space. We have been discovering things. We have been discovering. Remember, we have not created the knowledge of the universe. We actually are deriving the knowledge from the creation of Almighty Allah. Almighty Allah's creations and we are probing into them, we discover knowledge. And gradually and in an evolutionary manner, we develop the knowledge. We develop the knowledge with our discoveries, and ultimately we enter into the orbit of logic. Then we made advancement, and then we actually develop the philosophical knowledge. Then ultimately and in an evolutionary manner, we made further advancement and we developed the knowledge of the science. What is science? People actually are projecting and introducing the science as the very much rival of Almighty Allah, which actually is not. It is the great and greatest stupidity to call the science advanced than the religion. Religion is far more advanced than the knowledge of the science, because man started discovering the knowledge from Almighty Allah's creation by conducting research, and ultimately he got the formulas. He developed the knowledge, derived the formulas from them, and then applied them, and he started to create the replica of Almighty Allah's creations. Because Almighty Allah, the Lord Almighty Allah, has designed it like this. He wanted us to have and acquire the knowledge of all His creation. This is the assignment we have. At the time of the man's creation, the angels objected, but Almighty Allah actually asked them to wait and see, because what this man was supposed to do on the face of the earth. But today, the angels actually know very distinctly, very intimately what man has been doing, or what he has introduced on the face of the earth. His qualities, his characteristics, his attributes now are very much vivid, clear, and we can judge the man. Curiosity and intellect are indispensable for man. I repeat, when I say indispensable, it means that man has to benefit from them. You cannot at all avoid. There is no runaway, there is no getaway from it. You have to benefit from it. You have the curiosity, and right from your childhood you demonstrate that. You start developing knowledge since your childhood, and you keep learning till the last day and last moment of your life on the face of the earth. Though the life actually is not terminated, the death does not at all terminate the life of the man. It is actually the separation. When we say death, it means the separation of humanly body and the soul. Soul actually is the life. It departs and leaving the body behind. We bury them under the ground, and then the life moves on. So my dear brothers and sisters, just consider a few things. Learning and teaching, these are also blessings of Almighty Allah. He made them indispensable for us. You have to benefit. The humanity at large has to benefit from them. And we have been benefiting every moment of it. Who made this indispensable for us? Certainly, Lord Almighty Allah. You have to recognize you have to embrace the faith of Islam. You have to submit to Almighty Allah. Then Almighty Allah has made the sunlight for you, indispensable for you. Can you live without sunlight? Just ask your scientists to elaborate, to explain to you how vital the sunlight is for us. We cannot live for long. If this is taken, Almighty Allah takes away the lights forever, the sunlight. So we will not survive. The life in the universe will be totally subverted. This is what the scientists also has established from the scientific knowledge and probing into the facts. So this is factual knowledge we have to believe. Then we come to gravity. Almighty Allah has created the gravity. This is indispensable, and beyond all doubts, it is one of the greatest blessings of Almighty Allah. Are you not benefiting from it? Can you live without gravity? The gravitational power actually is a great blessing of Almighty Allah and very vital for human life. If we had lacked the gravity, the life would have been very different for us. We could not have done things properly, and we could not do things properly without gravity. So that is another indispensable, vital blessing of Almighty Allah. We have to believe. Again, let me tell you, indispensable. This gravity is made indispensable. Now you have to benefit from the blessing of Almighty Allah. But still you are denying. You are not embracing the faith of Islam. When we say faith of Islam, it means submission to your Lord. Submit to Him and start living a peaceful, secured life on the face of the earth and make the world peaceful for others. Now let's come to oxygen. It is so vital, and the scientists and doctors, they actually are telling us that a man can only survive, hardly he can survive for 3 minutes if he's deprived of oxygen. Without oxygen, we can only survive for 3 minutes. Who made it indispensable? It's the Almighty Allah, the Lord Almighty Allah. We have to consider, we have to value that. You have to benefit from oxygen. There is no runaway, no get away from it. We cannot escape. If you are so powerful, if you totally deny Almighty Allah, being an atheist, then stop benefiting from these blessings. But you cannot. You do whatever you like. You do whatever you like. You cannot actually stop benefiting from these blessings of Almighty Allah. Then consider another factor. Man needs food and water because this is the requirement of his body. In order to survive, in order to grow, we need to use them. We are very much compelled to use them. You know why? Because on one hand, Almighty Allah has made it a necessity for us, and on the other hand, Almighty Allah has made all the vitamins, carbohydrate, minerals, or nutrients, nutritional agents in our food? Who associated them? We have appetite, we need food and water, and our body can grow and survive with the availability of protein, carbohydrate, calcium, minerals, vitamins, and other nutrients. We need nourishment. Who actually made this food and these eatables as nourishment? It is the Lord Almighty Allah. We have to consider, we have to value it, we have to value. In fact, there is another blessing. So, eating and drinking is also indispensable. Also indispensable. Ask your scientists. If you believe that scientists actually are more knowledgeable and they are very powerful people, ask them, how can you live without eating and drinking? Indispensable. You have to benefit from it. This is the Lord Almighty. That's why Almighty Allah repeatedly has mentioned in the Holy Quran that I'm your Lord, I'm your Lord, I'm your cherisher, I'm your provider. So consider, believe, don't be so obstinate, don't be so arrogant. Believe in Him or embrace the faith of Islam. I invite the entire humanity to embrace Islam. We human beings and other living creations cannot at all flourish without a sexual relationship with our opposite gender. That is the design of Almighty Allah. We have been flourishing right from the beginning because Almighty Allah has created a reproductive system, and because of that reproductive system, the man is flourishing and all other living animals on the face of the earth are flourishing. Who made it indispensable for us? And in order to carry out this activity, Almighty Allah actually blessed us with sexual desire and sexual lust and power. That is actually blessing, but we are abusing it. We are certainly abusing it. And that abuse of sex or group sex and other sexual activities, and those who actually claim to be sex stars, they are abusing the sex, and that is the reason we do not have at all peace on the face of the earth. That is one of the greatest reasons we are lacking peace, we are lacking security, because our women, they do not have modesty or modesty to Almighty Allah, because modesty itself actually is the greatest blessing and it is indispensable. Reproductive system, sexuality, that is indispensable for man. How can you avoid the benefit of these? Every moment you are benefiting from them. The strongest urge of sex actually is being utilized and is being benefited from. But yet you people are denying. You people are denying. Because Almighty Allah actually created and established relationship for the mankind. We are living, and the bond of love actually is the real essence. Bond of love is the real essence to maintain these relationships. We cannot live a proper life without the love of our mothers, our fathers, our brothers, our sisters, our daughters, and all other relations. Without these relations, we actually cannot live a real dynamic life. So we need to understand. And we have to submit ourselves to Almighty Allah. There are so many other blessings. The oceans, the agriculture, and education, and so many other things. I cannot at all mention all of them here because of a short span of time. So I believe that I have elaborated and I have explained to an extent the importance of the existence of Lord Almighty Allah, and I am inviting all those atheists to consider, whenever you benefit from any blessing of Almighty Allah, whenever you actually take the benefit from it, just remember it is the blessing of Almighty Allah. You are utilizing them, you are benefiting from them every moment, every day, but yet you actually are denying the Creator, or you are actually obstinately and very cleverly you are denying the existence of religion, which is very vital. Religion actually is the most indispensable thing for mankind. Most indispensable thing for mankind. You cannot deny, but you are denying. That's why the humanity at large actually is plunged into miseries of life. Miseries are everywhere. And this is the benefit we are enjoying from the denial. Remember that. So I invite all of you to embrace Islam and submit yourself. Otherwise, let me claim that in future you will see wars, you will see the earthquakes, you will see floods, you will see the thunderstorms, you will see all the miseries of life. Life actually will not be peaceful for you. Only there will be a tenure when the Jesus Christ actually will be revived, when He will emerge again. That would be the time of peace for a human being for some time. And then you will have to embrace Islam. Mind it. Tell your new generations. So they will have to embrace the Islam, and by the favor of Almighty Allah, I do not want to take long to mention more and more, but you just consider all the blessing of Almighty Allah. You are being benefited every day, every moment. So I pray to Almighty Allah that He must guide us. He must illuminate our hearts so that we could embrace Islam and we could submit to Almighty Allah, and we actually, instead of grabbing the land, instead of snatching the resources of other human beings. We must share them. We live a peaceful life. Share them, because I will request the leaders of the world that they must not actually think to snatch the resources of other people. They must not actually grab the land of other people. We have more than enough resources, more than enough resources for the humanity, and they will keep coming. They will keep coming. Almighty Allah will keep blessing us with these resources. And who actually created these resources? They were just centuries ago. All these resources were existing, but we did not have a conscious knowledge. The moment actually we get something, we start actually fighting over it. That is the misery. That is the incivility. If we share the resources, because this life on the face of the earth is temporary, is mortal. You actually believe, just consider all those who have already left, all those people who have already left the world, they did not take the resources along with them. So please consider, submit yourself to Lord Almighty Allah, and things actually will run very smoothly and peacefully. So for the sake of the peace, please submit yourself to Almighty Allah and just value the indispensable benefits you actually are deriving, you are getting, you are enjoying, you are indulging every moment. So may Allah bless you, all of them. Alhamdulillah, alladhi hadana li hada.